Hello everyone, welcome to LSTC. This is Bapi Sarkar. Today we are going to discuss about what is manual handling, what are the hazards associated with all those hazardous manual handling activity and their appropriate control measures. The law requires you to avoid undertaking hazardous manual handling where reasonably practicable. What is manual handling? Manual handling includes lifting, carrying, putting down, pushing, pulling, moving, or supporting a load by hand or using other bodily force. It is not just the weight of the load that can cause injury. The size, shape, available grip, the way you carry the load, where you have to carry it, and how often you have to do the tasks all play a part. What are the hazards associated with manual handling? So hazard is something which has the potential to cause you harm. Many workers suffer from various musculoskeletal disorder as a result of poor manual handling techniques or through other tasks which involves repetitive movements, excessive force, unusual postures, or from badly organized working practices. Hazards such as slip, trip, and crash due to uneven surface, neck and back injury. The spine is made up of inguinal bones separated by tough fats. Tears and wear can occur to these discs and they can become distorted due to heavy lifting and prolonged workout postures. Strain and sprain can occur due to heavy lifting or handling. Sciatica, hernias, and arthritis when the seat muscles that sounds the guts is overloaded, it can distort the tear. Cutting, burns, and fracture if the load is hot, sharp, or drop on the feet. Control measures. To control the risks from any hazardous manual handling, we will consider these 4 steps: avoiding, assessing, reducing, lifting safely. Avoiding. Consider whether you have to move the load manually at all. If possible, eliminate manual handling completely. For example, fully mechanize the tasks. Assessing. When a manual handling activity cannot be completely eliminated, then it must be assessed. To assess manual handling risks, we will use STILE acronyms, which is known as the task, the individual, the load, and the environment. If the load is less than about 25 kg, easily gripped, close to the body, and working conditions are good, the risk of injury to most people will be low. Let's modify the tile to reduce the significant risk factors such as the tasks. Control repetitive handling by introducing frequent rest break or job rotation to minimize the length of time. Eliminate stooping or twisting by changing the layout of the workstation. Use a table to bring the load to waist level. The individual. If the activity requires unusual ability, then workers must have that ability. If a particular technique is required, then the worker must be trained so they can develop the techniques. Prohibit from carrying out the activity to vulnerable individuals such as pregnant women and people with pre-existing back injuries. The load. Use several workers to handle a bulky load rather than just one. Break down a heavy load into smaller parts. Attach handles to a load that is difficult to grasp. The environment. Level an uneven surface. Rearrange the workspace to allow more space for the handling activity. Supply additional lighting in a poorly lit location. Reducing. If you cannot eliminate the risks, look at how you can reduce it to an acceptable level. For example, use mechanical assistance or lifting aids such as trolley. Change to smaller, lighter unit size. Reduce lifting or carrying distances by providing mechanical or other ways to move the material. Provide correct lifting techniques. Safe lifting techniques. Think before handling or lifting. Where is the load going to be placed? Can you use handling aids? Do you need help with the load? Adopt a stable position. Have your feet apart with one leg slightly forward to maintain balance. Ensure a good hold on the load. Where possible, hug the load as close as possible to your body. Bend your back, hips and knees slightly at the start of the lift. This is better than either fully flexing the back or fully flexing the hips and knees. Don't flex your back any further while lifting. This can happen if your legs begin to straighten before you start to raise the load. Avoid twisting your back or leaning sideways, especially while your back is bent. Turning by moving the feet is better than twisting and lifting at the same time. Keep your head up while handling. Look ahead, not down at the load when you are holding it securely. Don't lift or handle more than you can easily manage. There is a difference between what people can lift and what they can lift safely. Move smoothly. Don't jerk or snatch the load, as this can make it harder to control. Put down, then adjust. If precise positioning of the load is necessary, put it down first, then slide it into the desired position. Always remember, good technique requires both training and practice. You can simply remember these simple techniques prior to any manual handling activity. Before lifting, check the weight, center of gravity and stability of the load. Establish a firm grip. Plan the route of the carrying. During lifting, bend the knees and use the leg muscles to lift. Keep the back upright. Keep the load close to the body. Avoid twisting, overreaching and jerking. During setting down, maintain a good balance. Set the load down and then adjust its position. Use the body weight. Use the same principle as when lifting. Well, thank you everyone for watching this, and if you find this video informative, kindly do like, subscribe and share. See you next time with another topic.